Newsday Tuesday, take 57. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It's Newsday Tuesday, and we're going to be talking about a lot of things today. A lot of stuff has dropped. We are finally getting the answer to the question that I posed in another video where I reviewed the release schedule for July and what was expected based on the JP release schedule. And if you want to take a look at that, I'm going to pop it up right up there so you can be able to take a look at that. So we already did a bit of a review for the units that we're going to be talking about today. So I'm not going to get too in depth because we have a lot to cover. We have Venera, we have Daario, we have Tyrell are coming out. We have 4,500 vision ores getting thrown at us for free. I will tell you guys how to take advantage of all of this. Don't miss out on it. We have guild campaigns coming out. We have a lot of different stuff to cover. So stick around, stay tuned. And by the way, guild statues level caps are going up. Big deal. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the House of Ghosts. My name is Norgoz, the Warlord of the Visions, and I honor you in this great hall. Hello, everyone. I hope that you're having a fantastic day. If you like the way that we do content here, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, come back and see us again. And if you're feeling really froggy, hit that bell icon so you get notified as soon as new content comes out. We certainly appreciate you guys stopping by here today. If you want to see some more action-oriented stuff live, we do stream on Twitch Tuesday through Friday, and we are also available with some exclusive content on Patreon as well if you wanted to support that way too. Without further ado, the news. New units, Venera, Daario, and Tyrell. And of course, as expected, we're continuing to get that limited hard quest for these featured units. So we've seen that with other units in the past. We saw that with Victoria, and we saw that with Rain, and now we're seeing this with Venera. So that's something that as soon as if you pull Venera early, you'll be able to get. It's been so far. It's been up to 50 shards just for being able to do that extra hard quest. And she is a standard unit. She's going to be. I know that seems to be a question nowadays with all these units that are coming out. She is a standard unit. She's not limited. Warrior of Light is a limited unit, and he's expected somewhere about the end of July, beginning of August, give or take a week. So that's something to keep in mind, but she is a very, very, very strong attacker. She is regarded by many people as one of the strongest attackers in the game, and especially in Global right now, and even in JP, some players still regard her as one of the most powerful attackers in the game. And there's really good reason for that. She has a lot of good things going for her. Fallen Moon Venera Finesse is a assassin. She's the first global assassin in the game. She's going to have sub Thief and sub Dual Gunner. That's right, Dual Gunner. But guys, I'm sorry, she does not have Quad Shot. I hate to break it to you. She does not have Quad Shot, but she does get Dual Trigger. So she has that, and she gets a really good support ability. She gets the agility up and the defense penetration on her support ability. One of her other support abilities is Thief Lore. As we know, increases agility, increases move. She has 4 move, 2 jump by passively. So she's going to be able to have 5 move, 2 jump just with her support ability. That's crazy. She's got a high mobility, and she's going to have high agility. She's also going to have the ability to have defense penetration, and she's going to have high evasion. She's going to get her master ability is going to have evasion on it, and then her support job for her assassin is going to have evasion on it. So she's going to be a fantastic unit. You can build her to evade, you can build her to attack, and these are some of the abilities that are kind of her main abilities. So let's talk about those. So her limit burst is going to be able to have a chance of inflicting poison, but it is a 3-hit combo to the target with a large damage variance. So that's a pretty big deal. You also have Armor Cleaver, and before I talk about Armor Cleaver, it's essentially Orlando's Crush Armor, but stronger, and it requires you to be at point blank. So Orlando's is a small damage variant, and it lowers defense first, but then deals small damage. Armor Cleaver, on the other hand, is going to be able to lower defense for 3 turns, and it is going to deal large damage, but it requires point blank in order to actually, you guys be right next to your opponent in order to do that, whereas Crush Armor had a range to it. So there's the trade-off in damage right there. Heavenly Blade, if you were in floor 20 of the tower, you've already seen this in action. She does this as a point-blank AoE all the way around her. It has a pretty good radius here, too. And I'm sorry, I keep covering it with my hand. It deals medium damage to targets within an area around self. And it is it's a respectable amount of damage. If you were on floor 20, you noticed that she also had about 94, I think it was, agility. And so I'm just going off the top of my head. So I believe 90. It was either 94 or 96. It was in the 90s. So it was a very, very high amount of agility. She's able to be very mobile. She's extremely speedy, and it's just She's going to be so good for us. And if you're looking for an attacker unit, you don't have, you don't have a dark slashing unit, especially if you don't have a dark slashing unit, or you don't have a unit that has the gunner sub job with some ranged abilities attached to it. Maybe consider, maybe Venera might be great for your party. So if you don't have a really heavy damage dealer, she's going to be able to fill that role very well. And of course, she's going to be able to evade. She should be very good in. She also should be very good in like PvP situations because she's dark unit. She can go up against those light units like Warrior of Light and Engelbert because she also has defense penetration. So she's going to be great as being a tank killer. So moving on, Daario, speaking of tanks, fantastic transition, guys, if I do say so myself. The Disquieted Scholar. Daario has the main job of Spellblade, sub-job of Ninja, and sub-job of Paladin. Now, why is this? It's because he is designed to be a tanky type character. He can do a little bit of damage. That said, he can kind of tank for magic, and he can tank for physical. But being an MR unit, he's not going to have the best resistances in the world, and he's not going to have the best stats in the world. So he should be sitting around, I believe it was 2,000 HP. So it was a little more than that. Then and he's gonna have a respectable amount of HP. He's got decent resistances. He does have, I believe it's 5% magic resistance. So if you look at that and compare it to the physical type of tanks like Mont or Engelbert, that's a substantial bonus by default. And I also went further into detail with Daario in the previous video that I mentioned, and of course further beyond that when I talked about Freyevia. She actually had I say Freyevia. Some people say Freyevia. I don't know. Like Freyegvia. I don't know. Just whatever. Moving forward. So when I did that review, I compared Daario to a fair share of Spellblades, including Freyevia. So he's got a little bit of spirit in his kit, and he's got a decent, respectable amount of magic resistance. And because he's a Spellblade, he can boost his magic resistance by a substantial amount. Beyond that, he's going to be able to have a shield to go along with it. As a Paladin, he's going to be able to get the basic Paladin abilities to reduce damage. He's going to be able to should have Sentinel in his kit, and he also has the taunting. So he's going to have taunting blade, taunting spell. You're going to be able to build this guy one way or the other because Ninja's going to be attack, Paladin's going to be attack, Spellblade's going to be magic based. So you're either going to and he's going to be using swords. So that vital sword that you've been holding on to, vital Nagnarok you've been holding on to for Ramza, it might be good for him. Moving right along, he is a wind unit. And his main damage dealing ability is going to be from Eroga Blade. Deals large wind damage to targets within range based on the caster's magic stat and bestows Earth Eater. So he could also be a type of character that goes up against like a Mont. And I actually just noticed this. If you look at his shoulder pad, who else wears a shoulder pad that looks similar to that? Name starts with E, lands with, and it rhymes with Engelbert. So this is Tyrell, and Tyrell is a free unit, as a water unit. Going to be able to deal with, I think, I'm not going to speculate too much on Tyrell. I'm not going to hate on them either because they get a substantial amount of attack up in their kit, but their base attack is not extremely high. If I recall correctly, it was somewhere around 200 or slightly below it, and it's going to be a Knight main job, sub job of Viking, and sub-job of Lancer. So they're going to be similar to Lilith in the sense that they're a main job of Knight, but they are going to have some sub-jobs that are going to put them a little bit over the top in terms of, their place in terms of just raw damage. Viking is going to give them the Viking lore increases HP and damage. They're going to be able to get the Rebellious Spirit that's going to be able to increase the defense and the attack along with it. And I know, guys, I'm just talking about it. Usually I will pull up the charts to go over these units in detail. Today, I'm just trying to get through everything because I've already kind of reviewed these guys a little bit more in depth. And if I found if I go in depth with all three of these units, it's going to be a 20+ minute. We're already close to 10, so we'll move on. So they're going to be able to get some Lancer abilities as well. They're going to have a decent kit for dealing damage. Viking's going to give them a chance to have the knee breaker launch, and they're going to have some things to be able to deal a little bit of damage. They're the loving little shield, Tyrell. Oh, boy. And then they're going to have the Trinity Break. It's going to be great. I love Trinity Break. I don't know why it's so just distraught there for a moment. I don't know what to say about this unit. I honestly don't. It's a free TMR. I'll be honest with you. It's a free TMR. It's a free unit. Are they going to be top tier? No, they're not. They're not going to be top tier. Are they going to do decent damage? I think so. Are they going to deal really good damage? Probably not, unless you really build them and you really put a lot of investment into them. So I'm going to move on here. So the hard quest, we talked about it. Going to be able to get a chance of getting some shards once a day with Venera if you pull her early, up to 50, as it says there. Another Vision Ore consumption bonus, so the more Vision Ore we spend, then the more we consume, so you can buy stuff in the shop, summon, whatever. You can get some bonuses, some shards, some pots, and stuff like that. New job added, Assassin. They describe it as a Vanguard Striker class, a job with extremely agile mobility that can significantly lower defense when attacking from behind. So, lots of different, so like I said, they are built as sort of a tank, like a tank destroyer and a big heavy damage dealer. They are going to have Venera and Daario shards available to you in the shard quest. That's going to be starting. And again, as you notice, Tyrell does not have shards here. Again, Tyrell is a limited unit during this event. You have to participate in this event to get them. So think of Etra if you were here about a month ago. That little monk that we got, you were able to get all of her shards together, and you're basically getting her maxed out, the potential to max her out, and get her TMR the same ways you did with Etra. So that's basically what's going on there. And of course, with the quest that's coming out, we're going to be able to find out more about the history of Venera and Daario. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on with that. Before that, I'm going to talk about the Vision Ore. This is where we get this 4,500 Vision Ore for them, guys. So the Final Fantasy XVS Universe milestone crossover kind of deal. This is the reward for that. We're going to get 2,000 Vision Ore. It's a 200 Vision Ore a day, and it's going to be spread out over 10 days. For the next couple of weeks, as long as you're logging in for once a day for 10 days, I would recommend logging in consecutively. You don't want to miss a day and then forget to log in or something like that. Just I always say, just log in. Just spend a minute, log in. You don't even have to play if you don't want to. Just log in, claim the reward, go into your rewards, claim it. You're good to go. Some guild support campaigns are coming out. So the guild support campaign login bonus, as most of these login bonuses have been, we're going to get some Vision Ore with some bonuses. This is focusing on the guild. We're going to be able to get some guild statue bonus items. It's going to be able to give us some XP for our guild statues, which is fantastic. We're getting 25 Vision Ore from here and 2,000 from the milestone reward that I just talked about. So that's where your 4,500 Vision Ore comes in, just from logging in for the next 10 days. And I imagine we might see another login bonus campaign next week. Don't hold me to that, but I expect it's possible. So we've got Serpent's Fang. We've got it all for all the guild statues. I don't have to go into that. Guild gift campaign, earn triple the guild medals just for logging in, giving stuff to your friends, to your guild mates. Be nice, be generous. So that's for the next week. Daily. Now here's the thing: daily missions have been updated. Enhance guild statues once daily and acquire items. They don't specify what these items are. So I don't know if that's referring to, generally speaking, as to whatever it is, because you get different stuff from turning in different things to level your guild statues, or if there's something in addition to that. I don't know, but they do say daily missions, so maybe I don't know what it's going to be. Hopefully cool materials. We will see. The JP reward is coming back. Take advantage of that. Lots of JP is available basically for free, just being thrown at us. Now, to burn with life, clear the quest and earn training materials. You get Tyrell through this, and then look forward to the story not mentioned in the main story quest. Now, if you've gone through the story quest, I don't want to spoiler it for you, so I'm just going to say briefly, clearly, these two are entwined somehow in the story. This is telling some of the backstory or something that is not in the actual story, because you don't learn much about them in the story itself. So this is the the X version of the quest. You're going to be able to get the Mage Masher. Now, this dagger is actually really, really good. It's going to have an assault, an aim, and I will actually pull this one up. I will pull this up. So the Mage Masher is going to have 3 types, okay? And I'm going to zoom this in so everybody can see it a little more clearly. So it's going to have 3... Oh, that's too big. Don't. I hear you typing in the... Stop it. Moving on. So attack, assault, aim, and critical in that order. So assault's going to get you 186 attack. You're going to get 130 attack for aim and 148 attack for critical, respectively. Now, the main differences are going to be in the, aside from the attacks, is going to be from the accuracy and the critical that you're going to be getting. If you go for aim, you're getting 19 accuracy. That is a very, very high amount, and that's going to be one of the highest that you can get for daggers, I believe, at least up to this point here in global. However, if you sacrifice 10 accuracy, you can get almost 20 more attack and 17 critical rate. So keep in mind, this crit rate and this accuracy is not going to actually stack with the Alexandrite ring if you got that from the Chocolate Flan raid. And I'm running critical with that. You can run accuracy and see similar stats to what these weapon secondaries are. Like, you can get 20 accuracy on the aim. You can get, I think it's 15 critical for critical. And then you get 10 accuracy on the critical ring as well. So that you're not going to be able to stack these stats. It's going to take the highest one. But in a future update in the JP side, they have, this is probably going to sound confusing. I'm going to try and make this as blunt as I can. You can you will get a combined amount of one stat from multiple items in the JP side. That's about 6 months from now on our side, roughly, if they follow the same release timeline. And it's not an exact percentage, okay? It's not an exact science. You don't just add 5 and 5 and get 10. It's not how it works. Depending on which stat it is, this is why I don't want to go into it too much. Depending on what stat it is, the percentages will change. Like, the first one's 100%, second one's like 50, the third's like 30%. And I think that's how it works for HP, but the other stats are different. They're different. You don't get exact percentages. Like, it's not like 150, 30. It's not simplified. It's complicated. I don't know why, but that's what they did. So that's an idea. So this is something that you can get slashing attack up on for, because it's a dagger, it's a slashing type weapon. So those are going to be your options for that Mage Master, and I think it's a pretty good weapon that we're getting here for the dagger. And of course, clearly it's going to be going with Venera. Let me know in the comments below which one are you going to roll. Are you going to roll aim, assault, or are you going to roll with critical? That's going to be your personal preferences, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a big fan of crit. However, you can get that crit elsewhere, except for when we can stack those amounts elsewhere. It's just a matter of, do you want to take that extra 30 to attack on the assault and get rid of the secondary stats or not? That's really what it's going to come down to. So the JP reward quest, we talked about that. Get 500 JP every day that you do that. The guild mock battle, you're going to have a chance to do some mock battles and figure out what's going on with this new map. It's going to have dark attack up. So again, Venera, Shadow Lynx, Gafgarian, Stern, any of the dark units that we have in the game right now, they're going to get a damage bonus in this arena. So the guild map is going to be changing soon. Going to get that chance to actually do some mock battles and get used to it. So, and then of course the guild statues are going up as well. So we're going to be able to go from level 5 to level 10. So those bonuses, they're going to go, those bonuses to your stats are going to go up even higher. It's going to be that much more important to have a guild for, PvE and PvE kind of content, stuff like that. I mean, that's kind of cool. Now, overall increase of each guild statue's bonus per statue level, and the guild barrack plus JP percent for each Kieran statue from level 6 to 10. That's a big one. That is a big one, getting the JP percentage to go up. So that's pretty nice. Well, like I said, it was a very long video. I think we've covered the majority of it. So let's wrap up here. If you liked what you saw, let me know in the comments below what you're going to be doing and who you're going to be pulling for. Are you pulling for Venera? Are you going to wait and pull for Warrior of Light? Are you going to say screw it and take out a second mortgage on the house and just wail and try and get both of them and just keep throwing money at the game until you get them? Because I understand, like, hey, if you got it going for you, hey, more power to you. You know what I'm saying? That said, who are you going to be pulling for? What are you going to do with your Mage Matcher? And also, are you going to focus on Tyrell? Do you care about... Oh, I didn't really tell you guys about the TMR. The TMR, I'll quickly put this here. It's the Serpent's Crown. Jeez, guys. Good job. It's going to have some HP, some accuracy, and crit rate on it. So, HP, accuracy, crit rate. So right there's your solution to the whole, like, whether I want to get Assault or whatever. Even if you don't have the Alexandrite ring, right here, you can get this accessory for free from Tyrell. 12 accuracy, 15 crit, 264 HP. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Take that and do what you will with the Mage Masher. So, that said, let's get out of here. Thank you so much for the love, guys. I really appreciate it. I know it ended up being a little bit longer than I wanted to, but there's just so much to go over, and we've got new stuff coming out not every day. I've got new stuff I'm working on every day. We'll go with that. I'm not releasing everything every single day, but we release stuff pretty regularly here. So give us a thumbs up, subscribe, come back and see us again. Hit the bell if you're feeling froggy, and if you really like us, we do have Patreon available. We love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Thank you.